Hello everyone, my name is Aparna A Gopalakrishnan and I'm a quality engineering consultant. Thanks to Vinayak and the entire QA TechTalks team for celebrating International Women's Day and giving us an opportunity to speak. I'm going to share something about seeing general trends of women working after having career breaks and my views to that. I've started my career in the IT industry about 10 years ago. Yeah, and that sounds like I'm getting old. I started my career as a Java developer and then moved into test automation consulting role. To be honest, in the early years of my career, I was not that bothered or not paying much attention to how many women are in the team or in the leadership. Years later, since I moved into test automation consulting role, traveling alone to different projects, locations, meeting unknown people, and making connections were part of my role, and I enjoy that. But slowly, I started noticing I'm not really meeting many women leaders. Probably there will be one or two women in a meeting room, especially in the upper ladder of management. In most of my consulting assignments, especially the ones that require travel, I happen to be the only one woman in the team, especially in the leadership team. To be honest, it was not a problem to me personally with what gender I work. I believe that gender thing in the mindset when talking to a person is a foolishness. The person you're talking in the opposite side is just a professional like you. Gender is irrelevant, in my opinion. But it is a fact that not many women are progressing up to a leadership role. We know everyone plays different roles in their lives. We have seen whatever the role you play in your life will rarely have an impact in a man's career as compared to a woman, especially when it comes to family and children. I'm sure 90% of the women, and maybe even more than that, would have had a career setback after having a baby. It is seen in our industry that once you have a career break, the gap in the CV is a hardship. The trend is changing now, which is very good, even though it's very slow. However, it's not gone completely. When it comes to selection process, people doubt the candidates with career breaks. People question their willingness to work effectively, working extra hours, capability to manage team, and they even have questions like, will she be technically good enough to contribute to the team, or will they be able to perform well because she had a gap? Not everyone judge this way, but the fact is there are people who do that. At the end, I've seen many women give up trying for jobs because they feel they're not good enough or employees not treat them well or make them feel important. I have had a career break for more than a year after having baby. It was not at all intentional, but because of the circumstances, especially the COVID and health related concern, made me to take a longer break than I expected. Some of my well-wishers advised me that when you take a break, especially when you are brighter side of the career, it can be practically difficult to get back to the same level or like progress to the next level after the break. I respect their concerns, but I needed that break at that point in time. And personally, I was confident and I was sure that I will get back to work. But that time that I decided to take a break, which is crucial and is important to me and my baby. Over a period of time, when I felt situations are getting better and when I felt comfortable, I got ready for the job. And when I started looking for job, I didn't feel much of a problem in terms of gap, to be honest. And thanks to everything to enable that. One reason probably the maternity break, that people understood that gap is very normal. And it was a year, close to a year. Second, I was very much aware of the things what's going on in the industry. I tried to keep myself updated with what's happening around, even when I was on break. Right from the maternity leave, even though I was away from work, I tried to know what's happening around because whenever I felt to know, I just Google things, or maybe I read articles about, technical articles, technical blogs and all, just to keep myself updated. I didn't want to be in a situation where I'm completely lost. I don't know anything when I join back to work after maternity. That was my thinking when I did all these things during the maternity, leave. As we know, like, it's a world of opportunities. We get everything we are looking for in our fingertips. All we have to do is just look out. So whenever I get time, when I feel I'm able to manage things, I wrote articles, I created online course materials, attended conferences, sometimes got opportunity to speak at conferences, and I chose to do that. So all these actually kept me updated with what's going on. It was not at all easy to do, especially if you are starting all these after having baby. Whatever has done as not intentional, thinking I will have a break, but I just wanted to uh, update myself. I just don't want to get lost. Probably I don't want to feel that I'm a year ago I was like that. But when I was finding a job, I felt those things helped me. It may not be same for everyone, and I cannot say everyone has to do that, because circumstances and interests are different for everyone. As I said, it is a hardship having a gap in the career, but it is also important that if you have to take a break, you need to. Your personal life is more important than anything. At least I believe that way. There is one piece of advice I got from my very favorite mentor from my previous company. He said, there is no replacement for you in your family. If you are needed, you have to be there, no replacements. So take care of that first. While at work, you will find replacements always, which is true. To be honest, whenever I make a decision between what is important and prioritizing them, this little piece of advice comes to my mind. And I think it's worth to share with you all. Our personal space, no one can replace, but in career, there are always replacement and there are always alternate options. So when you take a break, I think we don't have to be afraid, but firm and make sure that you can do it and you will do it. There are always alternate opportunities. You may have to work a little harder, but you will get there. So it's up to us. How do we want to play with it? This is irrespective of gender, to be honest. But why it is important for a woman? Because women are the ones taking longer breaks from career than men. So, to everyone, know yourself, know what you want to be, choose wise decisions. Please do not hesitate to come back to the career, even if you find it's hard. A break does not mean it's an end. We may have to struggle hard, work hard, but please do not lose hope and think that's the end of the world. It's not. We will win one day. More power to all of you, all of us. Happy Women's Day.